Hey guys, today I am here. I know I've been really absent, but I'm here to be talking about my eye condition, and I really want to bring awareness to what's been going on, and maybe I can help somebody or somebody can help me. I'm super emotional already filming this, but let me explain my story, and I hope you guys will repost and listen because I really do want to bring awareness to keratoconus. That is a eye condition. Yeah, let's get started and talk about it. Before I tell you guys my story, I kind of want to tell you guys like what keratoconus actually is, and I have my little Google search and my notes here just so I didn't explain anything wrong. Honestly, this is a rare eye condition, and literally there's only about 200,000 cases in the US every year, so that's very small. So right over here, keratoconus occurs when your cornea, the clear dome-shaped front surface of your eye, thins and gradually bulges outwards into a cone shape. So pretty much your eyeball or your eye, your cornea, is supposed to be shaped like a sphere, a ball, a basketball, whatever you want to think of it as. And mine now is shaped like a cone, aka a football. So pretty much that's like a good way to explain it. A cone-shaped cornea causes blurred vision, may cause sensitivity to light, glare. Keratoconus usually affects both eyes, though it often affects one eye more than the other. My right eye is more affected. Generally begins to affect people between the ages of 10 to 25. Mine started about 18-ish. The condition may progress slowly for up to 10 years. Okay, the early stages of keratoconus, you might be able to correct vision problems with glasses. Does not work for me. I'm not a candidate for glasses. Later, you may have to be fitted with rigid gas-permeable contact lenses other than that, like scleral lenses. If your condition progresses or advances the stages, you might need a cornea transplant. I did not need a corneal transplant. It's called corneal cross-linking, and that's the procedure that I had done. The way I'm only wearing one contact right now because this eye is still healing. Like I said, I'll tell you my story as we go. Not one person in my entire family has an eye condition. Not one person in my family wears glasses. Not one person in my family wears contacts. Everyone has 20/20 vision. So my luck, of course, but I'm blessed to have vision in general. So yeah, so symptoms here says blurred or distorted vision. Distorted is really a big one for me, which it really is super hard. And during this of me explaining my condition, I'm going to be putting in pictures or like examples of like how I see without my contacts. With my contacts, knock on wood, it is literally like a game changer. It's literally like giving me my vision back. And without the contacts, when I take them out, it's the worst part of my day because I feel like I'm literally like just throwing my vision in the garbage. That's how it's intense. And glare. I get big glares at night. Yeah, it says cause problems with night driving, a need for frequent changes in eye prescriptions, sudden worsening or clouding of vision. I always get really blurred. There's some days that are better than the other. Some days I can wake up and my contacts work great, and there's some days that I just feel like it's very foggy. Okay, so on to my story and what happened to me when I first got it and how I found out. To be totally honest with you guys, I went to the eye doctor 18 times in 1 year. When I was 18 years old, I went to the doctor every single day, pretty much, it felt like. You're supposed to have one checkup per year, just, I would go there, and every single time saw 4 or 5 different doctors during that time just to get different opinions. Every last single doctor read the other doctor's notes. And do you know what they sent me home for? I went in complaining that I cannot see. Everything is so blurry, even with my contacts. They would tell me my prescription is still the same. I would complain that the lights outside looked like a million X's everywhere. It was insane. I couldn't drive. There was times I would pull over and start crying on the side of the road because I'm like, I cannot see. Like, it was bad. Like, there'd be a freaking truck in front of me and it looked like nothing was there. Like, it was horrible. So I would go in and I would complain that all that problem. Like I said, they would look at the doctor's notes and they would say, stop wearing makeup. Your eyes are irritated. That's why you have loss of vision. Okay, first time they sent me home, okay. Mind you, I don't know why every single freaking person in this world thinks I glam every single day. On a daily, this is my everyday makeup plus some mascara. So anywho, 5 doctors later, 18 appointments later, every last one of them told me to go home and stop wearing makeup. Every woman in America pretty much wears mascara on a daily, am I wrong? You probably wear mascara every single day. And I'm like, okay, I get it. Eye makeup could irritate your eyes, but it will not make you lose your vision. Okay, that's just ridiculous unless you freaking infected your eye so bad or slept with your makeup for years or weeks and got a crazy infection and that happened. Clearly you guys have seen my nighttime routine. I don't sleep with my makeup. I don't sleep with my contacts. I'm very cautious of my eyes. I try to take care of them. So the last appointment, the 18th appointment, the last doctor, I'm so sorry, I blew up. Like, it's like they wanted to call the cops on me because I went insane. Like, I was like crazy. My mom was so embarrassed, put her head down, and I was swearing up a storm. I was like, if you guys don't effing find me a solution of why the I'm like, everything in the book, and mind you, I'm like 18. I was like, you guys are all doctors, I'm fucking stupid, this and that. Like, I went crazy. I was like, I'm 18 years old, I'm telling you I cannot see. There should be no possible reason of why I cannot see like this, and if you send me home one more time, I'm going to knock you out for wearing makeup. So pretty much I went ballistic, and pretty much it took me to go that crazy just for a doctor to say, well, in the same moment, she watched me have a breakdown. She like didn't know what to do. She was stunned, and she goes, well, maybe you have this condition. And I said, it took me to go crazy for you to even say maybe you have this, not the last 18 appointments that you made me go through this. So it's honestly like really hard for me to even talk about that because I still get mad about it till this day because I literally dealt with this for over 2 years before anybody even helped me. You know, prior to that, yeah, my 18 appointments, but what about the year before? The year before, I was going all the time. I have spent so much money on contacts. They used to give me a new prescription, try this out, try this out, try this out. Never cared to figure out why I'm seeing doubles, why I'm seeing shadows, why I'm seeing 3 of one line. Literally, you know, when they go and say cover your eye, they ask you, what are the letters? I would see 3 of the same line, and it would be like bold, shadow, and like more of a shadow. And didn't that concern you? Okay, I have astigmatism, I have keratoconus, and and honestly, you guys, my vision is not even bad. Like, the prescription aspect of it is actually not bad. It's really the mix of my astigmatism and my keratoconus of why I see things more like distorted and weird and funky. But yeah, so pretty much that's like how I figured out that I had keratoconus. I had other doctors take a look because I was scared of just, you know, talking about a procedure to my eyes. At 18 years old, talking about a corneal transplant. They told me, yes, I do have it. 3 different doctors told me, yes, I do have it. And they said that if I don't have either the cross-linking or the transplant, that I will pretty much go black blind eventually because mine was kind of progressing fast. So fast forward, I see a corneal specialist, and she is the one person that actually helped me. I'm not going to say doctors' names because I just don't want to put like people on blast like that. And when this first happened, I asked them if I can vlog my procedure, and the only reason the doctor allowed me to, but because of HIPAA and the company's rules, they did not allow me to take a camera into the surgical room. So fast forward, I had a million appointments with this corneal specialist, and like I said, she helped me tremendously, and I literally thank her so much all the time for, you know, getting me to the place I am right now. It's still difficult, I'm still dealing with a lot, but we've gotten to a good common ground. I'm going to put up here right now what corneal cross-linking is. It's pretty much like a UV light to correct the shape of your cornea and to help it stop reshaping itself pretty much. That's like me dumbing it down from the Google search. Studies show it will not progress to worsen. So fingers crossed that's my case as well. So during all of this, to be totally honest, I have been through pretty much hell, and the reason also too I want to like share my story is because I feel like I never gave up and I stayed so strong. The aftermath of the surgery was super painful. When I had my surgery, they had to do one eye at a time, and that was over a process of 2 years. So I was in hell for 2 years, as it felt like for me, because I am such like a hardworking on the go person, and I like to like utilize my time, and I almost felt like a couch potato because I couldn't do much. I was still working, but I was also straining my eyes so hard to get things done, and that's also when I decided to start my makeup career. So if you guys were all wondering, I pretty much started my makeup career blind. That's how I feel. I had to be this close in order to see my client, and I just did it. I just did. So sorry if your eyeliner wasn't that great in the beginning, but I've improved my skills. I remember starting a YouTube channel when this was all going down. I started, like I said, my makeup career when this was all going down. I was working at a clothing store. I was just doing so much, and I was editing videos this close to my laptop screen. My lettering on my phone had to be the disabled, like, setting. Like, it was, like, the largest possible wording you can see. So, it was super hard, and to be totally honest, I would sit there and film videos, and I feel like makeup was, like, my thing, but also it made me a little self-conscious because, like, I would literally have to take pictures, zoom in to see if I'm placing my eyeliner in the right direction, if they're even, if my eyeshadow placement is right. And to me, it looked like it was. And I'm literally like, I'm proud but also embarrassed at the content I used to post. Because like now with the contacts on, I see and look at what I used to post when I first started thinking that was good work. And I'm not even talking about blending. I'm just talking about in general, like the way I saw it was like a sharp, slick wing, when really it was like too high up. And I'm not talking about makeup here. I'm just talking about how I saw the world, how I saw things. It has nothing to do with makeup. I'm just saying like of how I had to go about things. And imagine if I couldn't see myself up close, how I couldn't see from far away. There's been so many times where I walk into a room and I don't even want to look up because I'm so embarrassed if I ran into somebody and they waved to me, but I can't even see. By the way, there's been so many incidents, you know, where someone's like, oh, she looked me dead in the eye and didn't say hi. No, not everything's about you. Sorry. I literally did not see you because I cannot effing see. So you can be right in front of me, and if I don't know who you are, I'm sorry, I cannot see unless I'm this close. Obviously now, like I said, with my contacts, it's much different, but there are times where I cannot really see. So sorry if I ran into you and I looked you dead in the eye without me even realizing, and I didn't say hi back. So it's been really tough. My friends would know. Like Gabby, I used to literally sit there and call her and bawl my eyes out. Literally bawl my eyes out. And like, be like, I can't do this. I can't do this YouTube thing. I can never follow my dreams. And she would be like, shut the F up. You're doing it. Like, keep going. You got this. Like, one time she literally came over and helped me finish my makeup. I'm getting super emotional because I've literally, in this exact spot where I'm sitting, had multiple breakdowns, and just, it's really just tough. And I'm not sitting here feeling bad for myself. I'm really just sharing my story because if this can help even one person, it would help me. 2 to 3 years ago, that's when I actually had the procedures done. Like I said, I had to do one eye at a time because my doctor was scared of how I was going to react to it because everybody's body is different. Corneal cross-linking is a super expensive procedure, and it's not covered by insurance. I think when I did it, it was $2,500 an eye, and now I believe it's about $5,000 an eye. And I mean, with all of your medical bills and just the surgery being $10,000, that's a lot of money. And obviously, you can't. In my opinion, there's no price I could pay for my vision. Like, there's no amount I wouldn't pay for my vision. And this honestly has opened my eyes and humbled me a lot for like just being blessed for what you have, because you literally never know. Like today I can see, tomorrow, God forbid, I can't. And you should honestly just be thankful for the small things, like your senses, your smell, your sight, your hearing. Like if you have that, you're so blessed. And honestly, as much as I've been through, I am so blessed because these contacts have given me vision. So like I said, my doctor was concerned about, doing the eyes both at the same time. I begged her on my knees. I said, I do not want to go through this for any longer. Please just do both eyes at once. I will sign a released form. I will sign whatever you want for me to allow you to do both eyes at a time. She refused. And that's what I liked with her. She obviously is a specialist. I am not. She started off with my right eye because that's my worst eye. I do have a scar, scarred tissue in my right eye. So that makes my right eye really bad without the contact. Right now I am wearing a contact in this eye and not in this eye. So the way I used to film, I'll tell you I am only wearing one. But the way I used to film is, just so you know, I cannot see my little viewfinder anymore. I can't see myself. I could just see me waving my hands. The light is, wow, killing my eyes, and it looks like there's no camera in front of me. That's exactly how I see, okay? And I just see the tripod legs, period. Without my contacts, that's how I see. And this is my so-called better eye, okay? Open my eyes. I can see me clearly. I could see my face. I could see my eyes, my eyebrows, my Adidas hat. I could see my lips. I could see my ears. I could see everything. I could see my hands perfectly. I could see the viewfinder perfectly. And I mean, not perfectly, but perfect to me. So these lenses have really, helped me a lot. And without them, like I said, I'm literally nothing. So anyways, she did the surgery, and then it was pretty much hell the first time. I don't get nervous about things. So I went in with just an open mind. I'm like, okay, do you? I thought I was going to do some drugs. I sat there for about 2-ish hours, and my eyes retracted, and they literally take like a scalpel or whatever. I don't know what the tool it was. And they scrape your eye. You're totally awake. You're totally aware. You're not on drugs, nothing. And then after that, you sit under a laser with your eye retracted. You can't blink at all. And every 2 minutes, a dinger goes off, and they put a drop in your eye. The procedure didn't hurt necessarily, but it was very uncomfortable. I got very bad anxiety sitting there for 2 hours, just staring at a laser. So the next eye, I had to wait a whole year. So in between the surgery healing, I had to wait 3 months before I could even get fitted for a contact, because that's how long it takes to heal. Really, it takes about a year to heal, but after 3 months, you're allowed to start wearing contacts. The swelling goes down, the pain goes away. It's about a week or 2 recovery. I finally get fitted for the contact, and I'm wearing one. That, I remember the first time I put that contact in, I just put it in, opened my eyes, and I went, and I instantly, I didn't mean to, I just, waterfalls, tears rolling down my face, tears rolling down my eyes, and it was like, whoa, what am I seeing? I didn't even know you were right in front of me. I didn't even know this desk was right here. Wow, I see that sign. I see color. Everything I saw was so different. When I started crying, the nurse that was helping me, or the aide, whatever, she instantly started bawling her eyes out too. And she was like, I love that feeling. Giving someone's vision back, that's so rewarding. So then same thing, did this eye. That time, I told her I'm taking something. Took a few Vicodins, and she's like, okay, sure. I literally brought my own Vicodins. I was like, I had it from one of my tooth surgery, when I did my wisdom teeth, and I brought it, and I was like, I'm taking these. She's like, fine, you can. So I took it, and that procedure went so much better. I didn't have anxiety, so that helped really. Pain level 10. It was very bad, I would say. But I've experienced something recently that is more painful than that, and that is a scratched cornea. So for the past 3 years, I thank God every day for my vision and my contacts. I have been recovered. 6 months ago, about 6 months ago, maybe 4 to 6 months ago, I saw my corneal specialist, and she said, this was my yearly checkup, and after being fitted in the contacts for a good amount of time, she said, word for word, this is the most recovered patient I've had and the most vision we've gotten back with the help of these contacts in all my patients. That's huge. I was on cloud 9 leaving that place. I've never left happy leaving the eye doctor. I go there miserable and I leave miserable. Fast forward 6 months, I wake up about 3 weeks ago, almost a month ago, and I couldn't open my right eye. I could not open it. It looked like it was bleeding from how red it was. It was like it looked like all spider veins or like popped blood vessels, I should say, and it was insane. I will insert pictures here, graphic, yes, but just to show you guys how bad it really was, you can see it here. My eye became this big, huge, swollen, and it was just horrible, the worst pain I've ever experienced. I called, my doctors were both out of town. My specialist in contacts and my corneal specialist, for some reason, were both out of town. So my luck, I just went to any doctor, just because obviously it was an emergency, and they said I had a reoccurring corneal abrasion. So pretty much they said that my eyes were so dry that when I was sleeping, when I woke up in that morning, my lid scratched my cornea. So I had a scratched cornea. Now I remember vividly how painful my surgery recovery was. This was worse. I could not sleep all night. It was pressure in my eye. I couldn't even open my eyes to light my phone. I couldn't even bear to see the lowest setting. This is the lowest setting and I couldn't even bear the light. They gave me eye drops, antibiotic eye drops. They gave me ointment. They gave me all this stuff. Less than 8 hours later, I take out my contact in this eye. Obviously, I took out my contact in this eye. This eye was scratched too, and there was no explanation for it at all. I finally have had peace with knowing this is my condition. I have keratoconus. I have very bad astigmatism. Like the machine they put to your eyes, they have to bring out extra lenses because the machine doesn't even go up to the level of astigmatism that I have. So, you know, that's tough to hear too, that you're not like a normal average patient. You have to have the special stuff come out. And obviously when it comes to health, you never want that. Only things that I've done differently in the last 3 years is switch the doctor within the past 4 months and switch the fit of the contacts, which scleral lenses is a whole nother video itself. So if you need help or if you want to know about scleral lenses, let me know. I can do a video on it. That's the only thing I've changed. So I don't understand why I had a reoccurring corneal abrasion. And even my corneal specialist, when she came back into town, was confused of the doctor's notes. She said these make no sense, to be honest. But obviously the scratches were gone by the time she saw me, so she couldn't be the judge of that. But yeah, so the past 3 weeks, why I've been absent is because within the past 3 weeks, my corneas have scratched over 3 times. So they healed. I stayed out of my contacts, which was the hard part. I don't care about the pain because I just want to wear my contacts. I was immobile, literally immobile the past 3 weeks, like a couch potato. I couldn't bear the thought of going backwards. I thought, like, oh my God, I'm going to have to go through this all over again. This is the worst thing in the world. Like, I have been used to seeing and being okay with my contacts. I stayed out of my contacts for a week. I said, okay, whatever, let them heal. It is what it is. I can survive a week. Right when I put my contact back in, it scratched again. Took it out, let it heal. This eye was scratched, but then, come to find out, when the scratch healed, they were concerned about something up here in my eye, that my contact was pressing too hard on the whites of my eye, and it caused I don't know the medical term for it, but it caused a swell. So yeah, long story short, I've been going back and forth for the past month. I have not been able to wear contacts. I have not put eye makeup on. I have not done anything. I have not worn makeup. I've been so miserable, to be totally honest. That's the best way to put it. And I've been just sitting in my room, haven't filmed, haven't worked, took 3 weeks off at this point, and they keep telling me, don't wear your contacts for another week. Don't wear your contacts for another week. And it's I cannot put my life on hold anymore. I sound selfish saying this, but I could never imagine going through life without my vision. It's a very hard cross to carry, in my opinion. I could sit here for 6 more hours and tell you about more things that have happened. And I feel like, to be quite honest, I feel like makeup might not be able to be a journey for me anymore. And that is really hard for me because I've tried so hard to build myself up, and I've been doing my videos and my YouTube, and I just feel like I need to venture off into something different. And whatever, we'll talk about that soon, but I don't know where my life is going to take me. I don't know if I'm allowed to. I just want to think of myself at this point and be selfish, because I can't keep straining my eyes the way I've been, focusing so hard on someone's face, and I love it. It makes me so happy. When I go to work, I'm so happy. When I'm just trying to figure things out right now, and that's why I couldn't come on here and just talk about products and stuff when I'm not even in the mood to. Like, I don't like to be fake. I'm a really blunt, real person. If I don't like something, I'm not going to review it for you guys. If I don't like something, I'm not going to tell you I like it. You know, so I'm honestly just venting at this point. So it's just a lot to think about and a lot to take in for one person. And I know I'm probably not alone. I know there's probably people out in the world who have this condition or who have it worse than me. And I am so sorry you have to deal with that. I was too self-conscious to even talk about it. I know that sounds weird to be self-conscious about your eye vision, but like I was, because people used to laugh like, you can't see that. Like, coming from the blind bee, like they would make jokes and poke fun, and I would just like let them, and I'm not like, I'm a type to like bark back, but like also I was so self-conscious about it. I just didn't want to talk about it. Like, nobody really even knows, not even my family members. Like, obviously my like close immediate family members know, but I don't like to talk about it in detail. So I think this video will be news to like a lot of my family members that I'm very close to, because I don't like to talk about it. Nobody knows how bad my eye condition actually is. I just say, yeah, like I can't see well, or I wear special contacts when they ask. There's really no explanation right now of why my corneas keep scratching on their own. It's not like I took something and something scratched it. There's just really no explanation. I've said that word 80 times in this video. I'm so sorry this video was super long, but yeah, I wish I would have talked about this sooner, because this video actually helped me get it off of my chest. And hopefully my appointment goes well tomorrow. Tomorrow I will be in both contacts, and I hope that everything just goes well and I can move on to being peaceful like I was the past 3.5 years. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you guys could please reshare this and repost this to your stories, and tag like big influencers, tag people who can bring awareness to keratoconus patients. And yeah, I'm just kind of figuring out my life and where my career is going to take me and what I'm going to be doing. So, it's a big thing to decide. So that is it, you guys. I love you guys so much, and I hope to see you guys all soon. Mwah. Bye, guys.